If your mother dream fish.
Somebody daughter pregnant.
What's that?
Somebody's daughter is
Was that
pregnant.
so accurate? Let's catch you.
Don't you know that people actually beat their little babies because they don't want them to use their left hand? Because if you have use your left hand, it puts stress on your heart. I don't turn up my nose on some of them sound foolish, but there are reasons. They have. We don't always have empirical evidence, but is the liberty unto the rest of man. Is the liberty that I got prove it.
These are some very special podcasts for me. Normally I have Cecile Clayton here. You know, I had some of my older colleagues from the Jamaica Automotive Club that was in one talking about Jamaican taxis. Now I have Vivienne Grant Barrett, someone who taught me as well as taught many students for over 40 years, right? Just a real good teacher and a cancer survivor. What going, GB?
Life is good. I'm laughing. Yes.
I want to thank you so much for sharing
That is good.
with us, all right? So I really
enjoyed
appreciate
this.
it. Yeah, and tell them how much we appreciate the comments, because sometimes them don't know.
Oh yes. It's good to see that I have not forgot so much that people saying, I remember the one with the Paradise Plum, the sweets, my favorite sweet is Paradise Plum. And I was like, hey, so many people. And there's a new place in Jamaica where somebody is selling the Busterman, the back one, Paradise Plum. I've not had it yet.
Because it was what? Lalaman Factory first?
Lanaman's Factory, that's what I grew up on. Lanaman's Ginger Log, Icy Mint, Mint Ball, Paradise Plum. Oh my God, don't let us think and get fat.
She wrote a lovely article on my website, kareemsquest.com. So we want them go to that to read.
Yes, we did that on the sweets.
Yeah, so go to the website.
I really like the feedback though, causing me to think, and as you read and people say, people make suggestions, you know. Yeah, you know that. And they say, yeah, I never thought of that. So it works.
A lot with us,
yes, man, it's very, very
what I'll do,
worthwhile.
I'll put a barcode so that for those of you who are watching, because a lot of persons watch on the TV, you know. Not on the phone, they watch on the TV.
Oh,
so
fancy
if you're watching on your TV, just take up your phone, go to that barcode and scan it, and the article on her sweets, right, her favorite Jamaican sweeties, comes up on your phone and you can read it in your personal time. All right, so GB, we're going to talk about, they want somebody put in the comment section, and that's why we do these videos. They want to talk about Jamaican superstitions, right? No. So I want to get one of them out of the way real quick. If your mother dream fish, right? If your mother dream fish.
Somebody's daughter pregnant.
What's that?
Somebody's daughter is
Was that
pregnant.
so accurate?
They will tell you that it is true. But I don't know. They also, if you plant pumpkin and it bears profusely, it's a sign that one of your daughters pregnant. And let me say clearly here, so if there's blood relative who is going to see this, I don't know. My mother told me that my sister before me was born before me, immediately before me, that he came home from work one evening and his pumpkins were, and he called the name of the sister and said, well, last year you're from she. Because that's a bad thing in Jamaica. When it's not positive to them, is your daughter.
Well, let's hear from your daughter.
And Mama did check.
Yeah. And it was on point?
She gone up. That's the old word for pregnant.
She gone up?
She did gone up. She was in the way. That's another word for pregnancy.
So if you dream fish then, right?
They say that it works. I don't know what they say is true.
If anyone who is watching,
yes. No, I know somebody who dreamt about fish and she was pregnant.
Really?
But she didn't know. It's when she told her husband about this dream, stream with clear water. And,
Do you have to dream anything about the fish or just a fish? Can it be fried fish, steamed fish?
well, it's always a live fish. I don't know, but fish in water, clear water. And her husband said, by the way, when last year had your cycle? And that's how she said, oh. And they went to the doctor the next day. She was proper gone up to.
Gone up. Here I know.
Not what we call young belly.
Yeah.
It was not a young belly. She was so busy getting on with life.
Wow.
And she was never realized, she was like 7 weeks. 7 weeks.
All right, so the next one them say, and this is another one, where they say to dream of a big empty house. What does that mean?
I think it refers, it's not a good dream.
If a big empty house?
In a big empty house, not a good dream.
So they say, death is on the way.
Death.
Right? And the same fate awaits if one dreams of a wedding.
Yes, it's the total opposite.
Yeah?
Yes, dream about a wedding.
So if you dream about a wedding, what that mean? Life is on the way?
Somebody's going to die.
Really?
Yes, funeral. Weddings, it's a funeral.
GB, can I ask you something? You being this well-learned historian, where do you think some of these superstitions come from?
They come from way back our ancestors. I think that they also come out of the reality of the ancestors' lives. Because if every time somebody dreams about fish, they realize that somebody's pregnant, then it grows. It passes from generation to generation. But I don't turn up my nose on, some of them sound foolish, but there are reasons. We don't always have empirical evidence.
True.
But is the livity, according to the Rastaman, is the livity that I got prove it.
True. All right, I talk about a famous one now.
Some of them frightening.
Okay, so I talk about a famous one now. Hand needle scratch you.
Money.
Right? So one, it has to be a specific hand needle.
The right. Again, it suggests that our affinity to good things on the right. Yes.
So what if your left hand needle scratch you?
Don't you know that people actually beat their little babies because they don't want them to use their left hand? Because if you use your left hand, it puts stress on your heart and whatever. Left is not right. Good, so you use the right hand.
Puts stress for your heart.
Right hand, you're getting money. Left hand, you're going to spend it off.
Okay then, all right then, cool. So,
and they say you must rub your hand on your pocket.
One time his brother hand middle was scratching him, and then he revealed to everybody that earlier on in the day he had touched couch. So he didn't get any money.
He never get no money.
All right then, cool. So let's talk about so I did a video where I went to, and you can go to my social media pages, but I could go to my website to see what this article I did on this place named Cascade in St. Mary. And I passed this old home and it was beautiful, right? And it's on my website, kareemsquest.com. And I was pointing on the graves because I did accompanying videos.
No.
So everybody say, yo, why never bite your finger? Right? What's up with that? So what you must do?
They say if you point on graves, tombs, you have to bite your finger because it will decay, to rotten off, to decay and fall off. I know I point on many because when you're a child, you're rebellious, you know. Yes, that one me talking, that tomb me, and I still love all of them.
Why do you think it was customary for persons to bury their loved ones in the backyard?
Well, in terms of economy,
okay,
that's the first thing. And it's not like in these days where you don't even have a backyard in some places.
True.
And many times, the houses, you would have 2 and 3 houses on one property. It was family land. And therefore, sections were reserved, usually a little distance away from the living places. houses, and they would use that as a family plot, refer to the family plot. And it's our own history. People felt close.
True.
People
Because I
feel
would not,
ancestrally speaking.
because how many times are you going to
want
visit a cemetery per se?
Not very often.
Yeah.
Especially as time moves so fast now. Some people who have persons buried, their relatives buried out at Dovecut or anyone of them.
And
The
Dovecut
only time you go try see if you see your mother tomb or your dad or your brother.
And it feels so impersonal.
Is when you go to a funeral.
It feels impersonal when you go. Because it just look like a little plot of land.
I don't know.
And you just look for the little name.
I'm not telling you that.
Yeah. I like when you have it at back and you say, I'm going to talk to mama last night.
People do that. And I don't think it is negative superstition. It's not that I'm talking to the dead. You sit there and you say, Mama, you darn well know say Mama Bones just there. She can't hear you. But I think that it's a powerful way of speaking out. And usually it's very private. Mama, you know, so and so.
True.
Lord, I don't want you in a partner, but so and so. And while you sit there and discuss your one-way discussion, you breathe better. Ideas will come to you. So some people say, you know, my dad, I talk to Mama, and this just come to me.
Yeah.
So some will accept it that Mama responded without sound.
True.
But this happened. So I'm not, as I say, I'm not going to say it's negative. If it helps you, go right ahead.
What about now? So back to the superstitions. Sweeping dust in the corner.
At nights.
At nights.
Never sweep out your house at nights. You're sweeping out your luck. Do not throw water through any window at night, because you don't want to wet up them other ones. Because they will do things to you. They'll appear to you, or they might just throw back something, water on you. Good? And even in the day, some people will be throwing water and they say something like, give me past there, or step away. Well, we can't say we practice that. So and I broke that long time about just the word is just bank it in the corner there, and in the morning you sweep it right out. Well, I want to come on and I sweep off my veranda. So.
Setting egg on Good Friday. What is that for?
There are people who swear it's true. It's the heat of the sun. You know.
What is like setting an egg?
Setting an egg is breaking the egg, take out the yolk, and that's on Good Friday. Only on Good Friday. And I've asked, anybody ever put it up there outside of Good Friday? Nobody does. So Good Friday morning, you put it up on like the fowl coop or somewhere high, and as the sun, you go to look at it at midday. And it would form things back in the day when traveling was by ship. Some people say they say ship, may I go travel? Some people actually go buy them grip, suitcase.
No, Samina.
Yes, and people will attest to it that it worked. Some people saw their coffins.
Wow.
Some people, the person died, or somebody, some relative. They usually say a close relative. Whatever was formed. Some must be the single women. Them say it's formed. Beautiful dress, bridal dress.
Woman always a dream about marriage.
I got married. I can't accept that, but
well, regarding the travel by ship, and it's funny that you mentioned that because traveling by ship was how a lot of persons migrated, and that's the case with the Windrush generation.
That's how they got there.
Right, that's how that ship was called, Windrush.
Yes.
And if you go to my website, I did a beautiful article on it. Again, I'm going to put up the barcode for those of you who are watching on TV.
Yeah, man, very interesting.
You can scan it and read the article on your phone. Just hold up your phone to the screen and just put it on the picture, and if you have internet connected to your phone, you're going to see something pop up, you just press it
Yes.
and go
It's
to it.
very important that we get in touch and know about Windrush. And because some people, because of the fast pace of society, we don't have time for our parents to tell us. For example, when I was born, my mother's best friend malicied her for many years because they were planning to go to England. But here comes me. She was pregnant and she told her friend that she'd come after the baby was born.
Yeah.
But my mother told me she had no intention of leaving her children in Jamaica to go to England.
Yeah.
And so I met her. That lady's name is on my birth certificate, you know.
Wow.
She was the one who witnessed it. So we are talking about friends. And she was hurt because I think she loved my mother dearly and they wanted to come make life. And so my mother made life because she made four more after me. So
Your father drink the Irish mass hard.
yeah.
Right?
So that happened. Very important. We need it.
Talk to me now regarding the horseshoe being nailed over the doorpost.
Over the doorpost is for good luck, fortune.
I think
Now
other
good
cultures
fortune will
practice
abide.
that.
Yes.
Right. That's
The
not.
Irish do
Yeah.
that too.
That's not.
There are a
That.
lot of things that we do, like when, I don't know, throwing salt over your shoulder. I don't remember exactly what your
Them say
right or
one.
left
Yeah, it has
shoulder.
to be specifically one on the shoulder.
Yes, that the Irish also practice that. That I found out. Mrs. Holmes, who used to be at school, yes, she showed me.
And I want to point out this
the
to you know,
similarities.
that it's not just we have superstition.
Not at
every
all.
Group of
Every
people,
racial group, every country.
don't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Have superstition.
We have our things.
And it plays a very vital role.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it's good sometimes to have these superstitions because it prevents the young and the rebellious. Sometimes it's the only thing that can rein them in.
True.
What?
What about the red string from the picnic forehead? Me grow up on that.
Not at the point. It's a little here, up here, so they
Yeah.
tie it. And some people tie it on the wrist.
Yeah.
That's to prevent ghosts, duppies, from playing with the baby. And that's why you see at dusk,
So them tie the hair?
they're tying a little string on the couple strands up there to ward off evil. And the Bible also must be open to a psalm.
Yes.
Yes.
It's true.
How could you have the baby on the bed?
Which
and don't
relative
have
house me go?
anything? Yes, ma'am.
And I saw it, but it's an adult
Yes,
relative,
yes.
and it's open always up to a psalm.
They do that because it was of evil. But there's also, I suppose, in spiritual things, you know, babies are young, they are vulnerable, God, and evil attacks the vulnerable. Just like any Roman Catholics out there can help me straighten it out, but like a girl just entering, I'm going to have her first menstrual cycle, and it is true. The superstition, some people say, but it's true, that they are very vulnerable and they come under demonic attacks. If you remember out there the story of The Exorcist, the movie, yeah, she was right in that age group where we can become demonically possessed.
Okay.
We can't explain the spirit
Them
word,
called Invicticus or
but
something
it
like
is
that.
true.
Some terminology
yes,
for.
Yes, that'd
that.
be something nice for you to tell us about, especially if you're a Roman Catholic. And
All right. Good. So we have that then. Dream of reptiles. So reptilians are what? Cold-blooded?
Reptiles are cold-blooded and they represent evil. Reptiles are evil.
Serpents.
Any serpent, any snake,
People afraid of lizard?
lizards, I do confess that.
Yeah, like,
I have proof of that one.
yeah.
Yep. I dreamt about, funny, I dreamt about cocas that I don't like. And I wanted to use the bathroom and I wouldn't go. And my father was dead by then, was sitting right beside the bed. with his half smile, half serious, and he said, Viv, you think mother sit down here so I make them harm you? Well, me wake up and me look good on the floor and me go use the bathroom and come back. And the next morning I pushed up on the back door and this is the biggest crook I ever see. And I just grabbed the broom and done the enemy.
Oh my God.
Subsequent to that, somebody tell lie upon me. Serious lie. But it was all result. God be praised.
So let's talk about mongoose running across the road. What's up with that?
I don't know whether they not Jamaicans don't like mongoose, you know. They say it's bad luck. Again, it's a left and right thing. I can't explain which
tell
side.
about a mongoose miss run across the road.
They say it's bad luck.
But by the way, mongoose actually love cross the road.
And they move fast.
Yeah.
They move fast.
I guess because them teeth egg, some people have them farm. Them
well,
teeth egg hard.
Me not seen a farm in Kingston. And me see mongoose across the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Them the country hard.
Yes, always.
The country hard. But I guess because people say them mongoose teeth like mongoose.
Yes, and mongoose teeth people chicken in the country. Not ours.
What about the guinea chick? Guinea chicks them now.
Guinea chick wards off evil.
What's a guinea chick?
It's a bird that have some little feather thing around here. Not the sense fowl. The sense fowl also does that.
Oh, because the sense fowl I'm thinking of.
Yes, guinea chick too.
Okay.
Wards off evil. It protects the yard, by extension the family living in the house, from evil attacks.
Really?
So they say.
So you don't cook it then?
Who?
You don't kill it?
Well, my mother must never know that part. For your chicken. That's a chicken, not chicken the same way.
Oh my goodness.
But there are people who would not eat it though. They're so steeped in superstition.
What about this one? Put on lights in the house.
At 6 o'clock? Oh, you're not to light the lamp. Or turn on the light at 6 o'clock.
On the dot?
On the dot. In summer, maybe a little later. The essence of it, by 6 o'clock, it starts to get darkish, dusk. And you are supposed to turn on light because you don't want the good angels to pass by. The good angels will not enter a dark house.
So can you turn it off back at 6:05?
No. It's night. You must put light in your house. Okay. Night, darkness suggests evil.
By the way, can you say something? So I know we're not going to answer it, but when a Jamaican house is in darkness, what's the first thing that we do? All right, so when you come home and you turn on the light and you don't see the light come on in your house and it's nighttime, what's the first thing that we do? Write that in the comments because only real Jamaicans know how to answer that. That reached me already, you know. You want some neighbor to laugh or smirk. Anyway, so we're not going to answer that one day.
Well, it's the first thing I think of.
No.
I did pay. What happened?
All right, so we're talking about that then, the light one then with that, right? The bridegroom ought not to see. Oh, yeah. What's up with that one?
I can't explain.
The bridegroom must not see the bride
in her wedding, even at the fitting, must not see her in her wedding dress before he turns around when she's coming up the
I can
altar.
understand it from a logical perspective, but not from a superstition perspective. Like, from a logical perspective, you want your wife to seem new.
It brings bad luck, they say.
Really?
And the marriage is highly likely will not work.
So my comforting thought to that is how many marriages failed and they practice that.
Maybe he peeped. I don't know.
Listen, to think that every marriage that failed, the man saw his bride's dress. Right?
As a matter of fact, outside of the dressmaker and immediate family, some people stretch it that far not to see the person.
See in a biblical sense?
No man, not to see you dressed.
Oh, because I know say ton of men now go do that. That's a foolishness.
This is one time I agree with that. But if it makes, I don't fight superstition, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, your well-being, if you think there is great merit to it, well, go right ahead.
True.
You know?
True.
But for me, it comes down to belief kills and belief cures.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Or,
Gotcha. I mean, yeah.
and I don't like it's dark and the place is in darkness. I'm sorry. If it's, although so darn hot, if it's even one little lamp,
Something
one
must be
little
there.
light. Yeah, man.
The thing about the husband dying now with the widow, what must she wear?
I'm sorry. When your husband dies, you are to wear we used to call it inch measure, tape measure around your waist, and you would tie it. I wonder what happens when it's a fat man and you use up all I suppose you add.
Not it.
But you tie your waist and allow the tape measure to fall between your sides. Therefore, if he comes back in the form of a ghost and attempts to
Know her.
be in bed with, to know her, his wife, he will run away and never come back because he will think he went to the wrong place. It's a man in the bed because of the tape hanging down. So it's all about the phallic thing there. Yep.
There you have it.
And women do that. And they wear red underwear.
Okay.
For months. Like, don't play. I think red and black. But I don't know if that work when even the baby wearing red panties.
Got it.
And that's what, I don't know.
GB, we just covered a good amount of superstition. I'm certain that we leave out some, don't it?
Oh, yes, there's so many.
So we are going to depend on the viewers.
To tell us more of that, yeah?
Tell us more in terms of what we left out. And don't forget to go to my website, kareemsquest.com. I'm going to put the barcode up so you can basically just, scan it and then just start reading some of these articles. GB did a lovely article on the candy.
Yeah,
right?
Sweets.
Yeah, the sweets. Can you write an article on some of your teaching experiences, please? Now that you have your book, she has her book out as well, right? You can purchase her book. It's on Amazon. Her book is, what is it again? Her Glory?
Her Power and Her Glory. The poetic something. My own book, I can't remember.
All right. So
yes.
you see?
But it's out, yes.
And
it's on Amazon, and you can get it on Kindle. And you can find him and come and get the hard copy.
It's true. It's true.
I have them, so you can come on in.
All right. So, hear what? Thank you so much for always tuning in. We want to do some more news. We want to do some more news podcasts. So, if you have any news stories, I mean, GB is an archive. Yeah. Right. The past.
Check out, yeah.
Right. GB, Cecile, my community of
there's so many
people,
things,
yeah,
yes.
right, that we can touch on in terms of news. So,
my first hurricane was Gilbert. Like I've never seen one for real.
It's true.
Until then.
But I was
not afraid.
I was going to call and say Charlie, but that's
no,
what,
me
51?
never reach yet.
Okay.
Didn't reach yet. However, it's the stories that Mama and Daddy told us about Hurricane Charlie.
Yeah.
Why, when I heard the sounds, man, the wind and whatever, I said, this is the real thing.
Gilbert did a number.
These are very important things to pass on.
True.
Let me tell you, see, oral tradition.
Yes.
Don't stop looking on your phone and talk with family members and your friends.
True. That's why a lot of the readers, a lot of the viewers are saying that I must cherish you, cherish Cecile, cherish all the person I get in, because they're like, this is a rich tradition that you can't find in a book.
Some of them don't know. They don't know.
Yeah. This is a rich tradition that you can't find in any book, right? So I did a lovely article also on Gilbert. You can go to my website. Again, I'm going to put up the barcode so you can see it. You can go on the website. If you're watching on television, just go up to it and scan the barcode and you can see it and read some more information on it, because Gilbert really did a number on us. Did a tremendous number. And listen, I was guilty. I did the outside I play when the eye day out. I'm not even gonna laugh.
Confession.
Yeah, and I literally saw somebody run with a satellite dish. And there was somebody, I actually knew how satellite dish worked. Not technically, but knew enough to know, say, the dish was just a part of it. You had a whole setup. So what am I going to do with the dish?
They didn't know.
The police came 2 days after for the dish. Because I literally saw the police came. Because where you going to hide a dish? You take out a big dish. It's not, you can't. You can't even fold it up.
Crazy.
Right? Why would it?
We don't even have cellar to push it under there. And the seller can't be that high.
So why would you take up, you get me, one thing and it has this...
Lack of knowledge and sheer dishonesty.
Yeah, don't it?
Yes, dishonesty.
So Gilbert was very historic.
Yes,
because I mean, Ivan was the next one that really took us. But I think the two things about Gilbert...
I was telling a young person the other day that I think Beryl's name will never recur.
Okay.
Once it is so devastating,
yeah,
they don't never use that name again.
Okay.
Sadly.
And
my father's name was Gilbert.
Wow. Yeah. No, because Gilbert's win was actually the strongest, though, you know. As much as it was a category 3.
Yeah.
Nothing was as strong.
Category 3?
Yeah, nothing was as strong.
What's happening here?
Nothing was as strong as it in terms of wind, right? It wasn't necessarily the rainfall, but it was the wind.
Yep.
Right? And so that took a toll on the country.
I was brave this time, though.
Yeah.
Maybe because we didn't suffer so much in the city.
Yeah.
But I went out on the porch and it's awesome to see a tree go right down. And then it comes back up. Like it's resting.
And can't be for days. Right? Nothing there in a fridge. The wealthy people had the generator them. But
it's not only wealthy people had generator.
See? She said you have pack money. You have pack money then. Right, and then more I will tell you something. When you live in that community, you know, and you're the one person fortunate. People just go around and say, can't freeze this.
People give her eyes, yes.
Yeah, people give her eyes.
That's again, we talk about the camaraderie. The spirit of the Jamaican people will reign forever and ever. Divisiveness will come.
Yeah.
Whether it's family or politics, but when everything goes down, we are Jamaicans, Jamaica.
True.
Proper.
All right, as usual, you're always welcome to join the quest.